Transform hat. This is a transvestigation into Tom Selleck because there's a shill channel out there trying to say that Tom Selleck is an actual man. There's no real men in Hollywood. There's no real women in Hollywood. They're all trans. They're all trannies. Nobody's who they say they are. They're all false idols. None of them are the correct gender. I've been doing this for over a year now, and there just really aren't any regular gendered people. I think that just the truth is too hard for a lot of people to swallow. They just can't handle it. And that's not my problem because it is what it is. So we see the high-waisted trouser. This is a hippie person. This person is hippie, incredibly hippie. Can you not tell how wide out this goes? T-Rex arm. Look at this humerus bone. That is not, no way that that's the humerus bone of a man. It just isn't. They're always casting a shadow over the neck. Tom Selleck doesn't have an Adam's apple. Men should have an Adam's apple. Just we see the small eyes. Beady eye. You can see it's like they have they made sure to get the noon sun so that they could cast all these shadows. I don't know, but I can just tell straight from this picture that this person's a transgender. And eventually you get good enough that yeah, you can just look at one image like this and it's pretty clear just from this. Men don't have such a small humerus bone that angles away from the body like this. And hips, these are huge hips. Tom Selleck has definitely had a chin implant. This is Tom Selleck as a child. That's a pointy female chin. That's a very pointy female chin. But now it's had a crimson chin implant. You can see the chin scar right here. So many of them have a scar right here. It's from a chin implant. Look, it's the dual colored eyes from hormone abuse. Blue on the outside, brown on the inside. That's not how hazel eyes work. This is how hormone abusers' eyes look. That's not a brow bone. That's not a male brow bone. It's just an FTM lumpy forehead. When you abuse testosterone, you can get a little bit of a brow ridge, but you know, I see biological women these days that have brow ridges about this big. So they never age correctly. I have some comparison shots where this one, you can tell this one doesn't age like a man. Men get manlier as they age. Our skulls keep getting manlier. That's why a lot of the female, the female celebrities, they're actually men. They turn into a Skeletor when they get older. Their brow ridge keeps growing. Their eye socket, they get more of a skeleton face. But the FTM transgenders, they just soften up as they get older. This mustache just looks fake to me. I think Tom Selleck just wears a fake mustache. This is Hollywood, people. These eyebrows are probably fake. That's like the extent that these things go to. It's just a loose neck of a woman and jowls. The skin is too loose, too much fat in the face. It's a female. Fat distribution is different between men and women. This is in the younger days. I don't let anything get in the way of my enjoyment. Yeah, do as thou wilt. That's how these people are. Beady eyes. These are not man eyes. I mean, they're decently spread out on the face, but there's tons of male to female celebrities that have wider set eyes. But I definitely wouldn't say that they're close together eyes. But that's why they push these ones in the spotlight. They do a good job. They do a good illusion. But it's still not a regular man. These dimples, pretty intense dimples. So Salem, it's an anagram of males. M-A-L-E. They're trying to sell you that this is a male. It's not a man. This is a female to male transgender. Salem 100. Salem King. It's a drag king. They just pass a lot better because testosterone is really, really powerful. Yeah, I believe that these are just going to be fake eyebrows and a fake mustache. There's nothing manly about this. This is soft and womanly. Take away the mustache. Take away the mustache and the fake eyebrows. You got yourself a woman. Because it is a woman. ST, transsexual. They love getting ST in their images. This is a tranny. They're all trannies. There's no exceptions. This is not a man. This is not a man's skull. This is not a man's skull. It just isn't. There's no brow ridge. It's a vertical forehead that rolls back. We got the huge receding hairline. And then somehow there's hair. Plugs. We see the cherry red lips. It's like this person has lipstick on. It's just a woman. No neck. Never any neck. It's just this picture right here is all that you really need to see if you really understand what a female skull looks like and a male skull, and just the way that the fat's distributed in the face and those cherry red lips. It's ridiculous. This is it. This is all that you need to see. So I'll come out and say right here, it's Rebooting Christianity is the one that has the BS. He did a BS transvestigation and claimed that this one is a bio male. What a joke. Rebooting is an obvious shill. I could do a video on that if you really wanted to know. I know 100% Rebooting's a shill. And I mean, recently deleted all their work. So that's such a huge shill red flag. Remember, Rebooting took down all the videos. That's all you need to know, that that thing's a shill. I have more proof too, but I don't even care. That's a crimson chin implant. Yeah, widow's peak. Just a huge widow's peak. They love that because it makes an M. It makes an M. Okay, all this loose skin in the face, that's feminine. To have so much loose skin. Women have much more elastic skin than men. No neck. Chubby face. Beady eyes. The head doesn't look very big. The skull. Like, and they get this crazy thing. They're completely bald. That's a rat pelt on the head. Can you see how bald this person is? Completely bald. It's just a rat pelt. You know, this isn't a big mouth. It's not a large dental palate. But these are fake teeth. And that's a tiny top lip. That's what the FTM, they kind of get this tiny, tiny top lip. And those cherry red. They get the rosy red cheeks and the cherry red lips. That's female. Women are supposed to have rosy red cheeks and cherry red lips. Okay, look at this brow ridge. That's not a real male brow ridge. This is so FTM, and I think that you can just tell that this mustache and these eyebrows are fake. It's Hollywood, people. Fake eyebrows, fake mustaches. They definitely do it. You know, you can see the pretty small pores on the skin. Tons of crow's feet. It's a female trait. So these are the sparkling women. Women have soft, alluring, sparkling eyes. That's what you're seeing here. Men have sharp, fierce eyes. These are very feminine eyes here. Soft, alluring, sparkling, feminine. You should not have crow's feet like this as a man if you're, you know, this young. And just way too much chub in the face. That's feminine to put on fat in the face. It's soft, feminine look. You know, just because you lust after something doesn't make it the correct gender. That's how Satan works. This is how Satan works. You want to lust after somebody? You want to lust after an idol? Go for it, but you're lusting after a tranny, so have fun with that one. Look at this arm here. Can you just not tell? Where's the muscle definition? This is just a flabby woman's arm. Soft, rounded elbow. So soft, so curvy. Where's your collarbone? No collarbone. They're selling you the hair. You're looking at a hairy female. Just look at this. That's not a man. They do these small glasses. They put a large prescription in it. It's just something they do. You can tell it's fake eyebrows, fake mustache. So inconsistent. It's like they just pick a different model every time. Again with the dual eye color. Blue on the outside, brown on the inside. That's not hazel. That's hormone abuse. That's a woman's neck. It's just a woman's neck. So we're going to look at some nasty pictures of trans people that are hairy. This one has badly discolored hands too. You can just tell they're white. When you abuse hormones, your hands get discolored. That's why a lot of the men wear so many bracelets and long sleeves, things like that. But so look at this. Where's your muscle definition? I have so much more muscle definition, and I'm not even an actor or anything like that. You know, these people should be built, but they're just soft and pudgy. They're just selling you the hair. They're selling you hair. It's a trans bear. Hairy trans. Look at that. That's a trans man. Openly. FTM. Trans. Hairy. This person's trans. Openly. This person's trans. Transgender. Trans. Chest hair. They're selling you hair. It's gross. But they've got the look. They have the look. That's the look. They love doing that. They put this one. It's all an act, people. But you look at that short humerus bone, and you're not fooling me for half a second. That's why you need to get good at actually looking. You have to get good at actually looking. No neck. Look, they love this look. Oh my gosh, go back to that other picture. Whatever. They love sticking their hands underneath their, to make it look like they're all muscular. Trans people have no problem growing hair. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Fur for days. Trans, hairy. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Ugh. Please deliver us from this evil, Jesus Christ. Okay, Dr. Epstein. I've even heard references to Dr. Epstein in the show. There's a reference to Dr. Epstein in the show Arrested Development. Dr. Epstein specializes in hair transplants for facial hair in the beard, mustache, or implanting chest hair for FTM transgender patients. They can even get just plugs in their chest. There's no bounds for the levels of degeneracy that these people will reach just to fool you. Doing the hidden hand here. Just, you can tell that they look dainty in the joints a lot of times. Just something about it. That's a pudgy female thumb too. Weird hand signs. They're always doing weird hand signs. This one's covering up so much. The men are obsessed with wearing suits all the time. Men don't want to wear suits and jackets and things like that all the time. Men want to be simple. We don't want to wear a costume everywhere we go. But these FTM transgenders, they're always dressed up. GQ, posing for GQ magazine, genderqueer. I don't care if you try to think that this is Gentleman's Quarterly. Okay, it's not. It means genderqueer. That's what it means, GQ. Genderqueer. Phony. This person's a phony. Look at that waist indent right here. That's a high up waist indent above that belly button. This thing's just it's had the micro knit treatment. You can see that subcutaneous fat layer because we can't see your bone structure. Men are bony. Men, our bones pop out. Especially if you're like a Hollywood celebrity, you should have low fat percentage. Where's your bones? You don't have them because you're a tranny. Phony. At the beach, even. Pointing up, and this is a 666 when you have those three fingers curled like this. Too soft for a man. And you see that scar right there. Boom, that's a neck scar. Turtleneck to hide the fact that this thing doesn't have an Adam's apple. That's a rat pelt. That's not this person's real hair. They go bald so quick because they abuse the T. This one's pointing down in both of these. What type of rune is that on this person's ring? Very strange. They wear a bracelet and a watch. What type of a man wears a bracelet and a watch? It's because they get a very obvious line across their hand right here when they abuse testosterone. You can see that the hands are discolored. They're too white. And that's just a classic thing that if you see a man that's wearing like a watch on one hand and a bracelet on the other hand, I guarantee to you that they are covering up that line that they get from abusing hormones. Right? Always wearing things with epaulettes on the shoulders. They make you look more broad-shouldered. Just ridiculous. No Adam's apple. How come the female celebs have Adam's apples and then these ones, the male celebs have no Adam's apple. They have no neck. That's a pudgy female thumb. That's definitely a pudgy female thumb. Real men, our thumbs aren't so pudgy. That's a female trait. And that's just an FTM with a fake mustache, fake eyebrows. This one probably has alopecia. Look, no eyelashes. No eyelashes. When you abuse hormone, your hair falls out. You can tell this one has no eyelashes. So these eyebrows are fake. It's Hollywood. It's a fake eyebrow. It's ridiculous. So you're lusting after a tranny. That's the only reason that you don't want to admit that this thing is tranny, because you lusted after it. Well, that's not my problem. Where's your muscle definition? You're just flabby. Where's your bones? You can't see your bones because you're a woman. You have a subcutaneous fat layer. Very small shoulder structure. This is not a broad-shouldered, square-shouldered man. No, not at all. This is a female. Female frame, female bone structure. We'll keep going. I don't have too many more images. Who puts on so many clothes just to go to the airport? It's ridiculous. It's because they're hiding the fact that they're super hippie. That's what they're doing. You know, real men, we don't want to wear a color. And what an even ridiculous look, too. A plaid collared shirt, and then a brown vest, and then a brown jacket over it. It's ridiculous. Just to go to the airport? So stupid. It looks like there's huge lenses in this thing too, making the eyes look ginormous. Crazy. Look, they get less masculine as they age. What's up with that? Why did your brow ridge used to be bigger than it is now? They reverse age. But even this is too soft, too feminine. There's probably something with these humongous dimples. It's just crazy. But look at those cherry red lips over here. No lipstick on, but they got cherry red lips. Yeah, we already saw something like this. Just still such a strange image. Just a phony. Got the orange background. Getty images. You don't get a Getty image unless you're a tranny. You just don't. There's no exceptions to this rule, people. That's a hand sign in the crotch. They love that. Those are looking like some really tight jeans. You know, that would be really uncomfortable for most men to wear jeans like this in the crotch region. Here, I just want to show you, you can see already losing hair. And just, yeah, female. Tom Selleck as a young woman. Already losing the hair because they abuse hormones. Look at that pouty bottom lip. Women, they have kind of a more cutesy top lip and then a pouty bottom lip. That's feminine. Men, our bottom lips aren't so pouty. And I don't know, our top lip isn't so small and cutesy. It's just backwards. Again, younger, that's going to be a rat pelt. You can see the small dental palate. That's just a small mouth. And these are the things that are just impossible to change, you know? I mean, actually, these days, you can get, nowadays, if you're an FTM and you're born FTM and your family knows it, palate expanders. It's a thing. They give them a palate expander these days, but still, it doesn't, you know, it can only do so much. Well, that's a small nose. You know, men, we have larger features, and when you're measuring a nose, it should be like this. I don't know, just for a large man, the features should be larger. Hey, this is ridiculous. Men don't have boobs. I've always known that something was wrong with the male celebrity chests. This image is really all you need to see, because that's a tiny humerus bone. Tiny. That's not a man's humerus bone. It just isn't. And this is all wrong. It's because they have muscle, and then they have pudge on top of it. And these are just female breasts. Rounded breast tissue. That's just a boob with the micronip treatment. It's like you can almost even see some scarring underneath. Like, what is... Just the way they have fat is not masculine. The torso just seems so short, too. So foul. Just very disgusting to me. This one doesn't really have, it's really hard to find images of this one these days, but you can see it's just swimming in the clothing. Why don't you have a tailor? Oh, it's because you're just hiding the fact that you just have a woman's body. This is just what this is a fat, large woman in a suit. That's what it is. So yeah, Tom Selleck, no Adam's apple. Okay. You're gonna need a really good explanation of why there's a man without an Adam's apple. That's not what a man's neck looks like. Men, we have Adam's apples. So this is not a man. They just, I don't know, they've fooled us. It's okay to admit that you've been fooled. We all have. I'll just end with this. Tom Selleck official just has 13 posts because if this one posted images of what this person looked like these days, he'd be like, wow, this person really fell apart. So I'll just look at a few of these that I think are kind of interesting. Tom Selleck, her alibi. Tom Selleck is her. This is a Masonic hand sign right here. It looks kind of like devil horns here, like the hang loose devil horns. They like to be subtle with it a lot of times. They don't like to just do it 100%. But yeah, Tom Selleck is her. And this one worships themselves. Okay, Playgirl. Playgirl is just like Playboy. Playboy has always been nothing but trannies. Same thing with Playgirl. It's uh, it's nothing but trannies. I've tried to explain this to people. You don't become a sex symbol if you're a regular person. That defeats the purpose. The whole point of this is to give us well, we shouldn't idolize anyone, really. But the whole point of this tranny thing is to make sure that every single person that we idolize is a false idol. And not only that, it's a false tranny idol in the image of the Baphomet. These people worship the Baphomet. My glory days, 1985, love, Tom Selleck, me. They love themselves. They don't love Christ. They don't love Jesus Christ. They love themselves. This one has the phony pictures up here. I thought that was interesting. And just a ridiculous. I got a little mystic this morning. Yeah. Very strange. All right, so yeah, that's it for Tom Selleck. Real men, we have Adam's apples. Tom Selleck doesn't have an Adam's apple. Tom Selleck is a female to male transgender.